Hi, good morning and welcome to Leading Life Large. This is Robb Braun. It is Monday, April 8th, and we are well into our second quarter. Here in Southern California, we're actually having some real, what we call cold weather here. It's in the 50s and a little bit rainy. So I'm going to be making a trip out to New Jersey, flying out tomorrow, and I'll be announcing some pretty cool things that are coming up. If you follow me on Facebook and Twitter, you'll see some cool things I'm doing. Don't want to talk about it right now, but it'll be good stuff. And but I understand the weather out there is going to be nicer than it is here, so I'm looking forward to getting out there. So good morning and welcome to you. Welcome to Leading Life Large. This is your opportunity to tune into taking a look at what it is that's working and what it is that may not be working for you and helping you to be able to get what you want for yourself in life. Oftentimes what happens is, I know for me for many years, and for you too, I'm sure, great intentions, probably some good things happening, but not getting there all the way. And what I want for you is for you to be able to get there all the way, to be able to get everything you're going after. The other thing that I also noticed throughout the years as I work with clients, this may be true for you as well, and that is we are the biggest reasons, we're our greatest obstacles for our forward movement going out there. I want to talk this morning about choice, and as the show is entitled, "The Choice is Yours." You know, too many times, I know for myself in my own life, I would use choice as an excuse for, if you will, some of the things that I did or did not do. And when I say use choice as the excuse, I would use the idea of not having choice, like choice was taken from me, and that way it was a way for me not to take responsibility for a lot of the outcomes. So oftentimes we are in really difficult situations, or we've got difficult things we've got to do, and it's tough taking responsibility for either our action, our inaction, or some of the choices that we make. And when we fall into, whenever we fall into this idea that we don't have choice about either a direction or my well-being or my state, we're immediately putting ourselves into some kind of victim state. You know, I've had people say many times when I'll ask them how they're doing today, you know, it'll be followed with, or it'll be, you know, not doing so great today, or it could be better today, or I'm hanging in there. And then it's typically followed with something or someone interacting or acting on them in their life that is, if you will, driving or dictating their mood or their state or their attitude. Whenever we allow someone else to drive our attitude, to drive our well-being, to drive our feel-good feel, and when it's driven by either someone or something else, that is allowing someone or something else to dictate how it is that I'm feeling. So, or how it is that I'm doing in the world. So what's happening is I'm letting the choice of my attitude being taken by something else. And I'm no longer in choice. Now I'm a victim of my circumstance. I'm a victim of someone else's behaviors. I'm a victim of something else going on in the world, rather than me having choice. And you know, we can use this also when we've got to do something difficult, or maybe we've got a difficult choice to make, and rather than simply owning the choice that we're making and backing it up with our own reasons, what we do is we move forward with the premise or the add-on that the reason I'm doing this is because I really had no choice in the matter, or you gave me no choice. We always have choice. I hear people say, I gotta go to work, I got no choice. I gotta stay with this job, I got no choice. I gotta hang in this relationship, got no choice. Got kids are gonna be impacted by it. Gotta go to job, I got no choice, I gotta pay my bills. We always have choice, and every time we put ourselves in a position of thinking that we don't have choice, we put ourselves in victim. There's a great book I referenced it in my blog this week, written by Viktor Frankl, called Man's Search for Meaning. And it's an incredible story, incredible journey, firsthand from a man that was in the death camps during World War II, the Nazi death camps. And what he talks about is how he observed men. Of course, he was there with men. How he observed when a man made the decision to no longer fight. And he watched this. And he could tell the moment a man made a decision to no longer fight. And it struck him how much power a man has over what's going to happen to him, or what ultimately his destiny is. And what he was able to figure out and able to decide and able to ascertain, and if you will, teach us, is that another person may have control over my body. Another person may have control over my current circumstance. But what he realized and discovered for himself and watched in others is that no one has power and control over how I respond or react to any given situation. He could tell when a man decided to stop fighting, he would choose to stop fighting. He would choose to stop living. He would choose to let himself go ahead and slip away. And this fascinated him, and it was something that he made a decision very early on, that he would choose to will to live, no matter what they did to his body, no matter what they attempted to do to his mind. And what he realized was that's something they couldn't mess with. They could not take away his free will. He would choose, he would decide. Now, when Mr. Frankl talks about this, he talks about an extreme situation. You and I have not been in that situation. You and I have been in situations where at times we think that others have that kind of power and control over us when in reality they have not. We have the will to choose in any given moment anything we choose to decide. And I mean anything. I can decide how I'm going to feel about anything that goes on around me, how I'm going to respond, how I'm going to act, how I'm going to allow or not allow it to impact me. We always have choice. Now, that doesn't mean that there aren't some things that would seemingly impact all of us in a very, very similar way, and yet we all choose, we allow to be impacted in that manner. The beauty of knowing that you and I have choice is that it completely empowers us. No one can mess with us. No one can if we don't allow them to. So that's the piece I want you to really take away, is that choice gives you power over any situation. Now, it may seem like you're being victimized by the world, the economy, circumstances, unfriendly people. The reality is you and I choose how we allow them to impact us. And if you will, without even knowing that this is what I was doing, I say to people sometimes that when something happens, what happens is I get ornery inside. And what that is that's me choosing to not let something from the outside impact my insides. So let's say a client calls and cancels or decides they don't want to work with me or they want to change the schedule. I can decide to let that impact me. I can decide to let that even bring worry in if I wanted to, or I can decide not to. I can decide that, wonderful, this is an opportunity then. It frees me up to be able to do something else. So, and it's not about wearing rose-colored glasses and not looking at reality. It's about sticking with the truth. Because the moment I allow outside stuff to have impact on me, the truth is they don't have impact on me, but I'm allowing them to. The truth is our economy is just fine. I'm just allowing stories that people choose to tell and share about the economy that I allow to impact me. My friend Grant Cardone says, create your own economy. I've embraced that the moment I heard that, and that works. I don't care what the economy is out there. I don't care what other people are saying the economy is. It doesn't matter to me. I choose my own. And therefore, I choose my attitude. I choose what my actions are going to be based around my own economy. One example. So my invitation for you is to look at in your life where you are allowing others to choose your well-being, others to choose how you feel about your day, where you're allowing others to choose, if you will, even decisions that you're making that you're not taking responsibility for, that you're making decisions based on other people giving you no other choice, not the truth. Take a look at where it is that you feel victimized by your circumstances or by other people or by life in general, where you're not embracing the choice that you make every single day, the choice you make to get up, the choice you make to take another breath, the choice you make to go to work, to make that next phone call, to be or not be in your relationships. The choices that you make, pay attention to how you're giving some of those away, how you're allowing circumstance or people to rob you of your choice. And when you do that, catch yourself. Remind yourself that everything you do and feel and say and respond to is your choice. How are you going to choose? So know that you have choice. Practice being in choice. Practice taking responsibility for your decisions and your choices. There is something so wonderfully empowering about that. Now, they may not be popular. That's okay. My marketing team is saying all the time, if you haven't got some haters out there, Rob, you're not playing big enough, right? So it's okay that it's not popular. But choose, make a decision, and make it your choice. And don't put it on anybody else. Don't go to your team and go, team, I'm sorry, but leadership has decided that you will fill in the blank. No. You choose to let your team know this is what they need to do. Don't put it on leadership. Don't let anybody know you don't have any choice in the matter. Take responsibility for your choices. Be empowered. This is Robb Braun with Leading Life Large, wishing you a successful week, reminding you that we have just this one lifetime to get it right. So don't wait till tomorrow to start deciding to choose, right? And remember, we don't know that tomorrow's coming anyway, so all we have is today. So begin today to start being in choice. Begin today to stop with the victim stuff. Begin today to take responsibility for all of your choices, because the choice is yours. Robb Braun signing out. Have a fantastic week. Bye-bye now.